seen the ads. Maybe you've even clicked on one. A company promises to protect your home, your identity, your equity. For just a few dollars a month, sounds like a no-brainer, right? But here's the question nobody's asking. Are these title protection programs actually protecting you, or are they just protecting their own bottom line? I am Ron Siegel, certified liability advisor, helping families build wealth through strategic debt management. And today we're going to talk about something that's landing in a lot of inboxes and airwaves right now. The title protection and identity theft programs, because your home is likely your single largest asset, and you deserve straight answers about how to protect it. Let's start with the most heavily advertised product in this space, LifeLock. They charge $12.49 a month to promise up to $1.05 million in reimbursement if something goes wrong. That sounds impressive. But here's what the fine print does not tell you. In my career, and we're talking since 1983, I've never seen a single client tell me that LifeLock or a program like it saved them from a major loss. Not one. If you have a story like that, I want to hear it. And there's something else worth knowing. This is a company that has settled the Federal Trade Commission twice for deceptive advertising. Once for $12 million and again for $100 million. No, I'm not saying they don't provide any value. But before you spend money on any product, you deserve to know its history. So what problem are these programs actually trying to solve? Identity theft is the #1 crime in America, and real estate fraud is growing faster than almost any other category. The California Department of Real Estate recently issued a consumer alert primarily aimed at seniors, but honestly worth reading by anyone who owns property or works in real estate. There are 3 areas where fraud is hitting hardest right now. First, foreclosure assistance scams. When a homeowner is under financial pressure, they become a target. Bad actors promise to help and deliver harm. If you find yourself in a difficult spot, please work with people you know and trust, because this space is tricky, even for experienced professionals. Second, fake rental listings. Criminals pose as property owners, collect deposits, and disappear. A simple way to protect yourself: verify the actual owner through public records before you hand over a dime. Third, and this one made local news, fake liens. One individual placed fraudulent mechanics liens on Beverly Hills properties totaling $568 million. Ow! Law enforcement caught up with her, but clearing those liens is going to cost each affected homeowner real time and real money. Here's the good news. There are free and low-cost solutions that work better than many paid programs. Broward County in Florida created an owner alert notification service, completely free. That sends homeowners a notice anytime a document is recorded against their property. Simple, effective, and it costs nothing. I believe that Orange County, California has the same thing, and I'd love to see every county in California offer the same thing. If homeowners are paying property taxes, the least their county can do is send a text, an email, or a letter when someone tries to steal their most valuable asset. So what's the takeaway? Before you pay monthly fees for a protection program, check what your county already offers for free. Verify ownership records regularly. Work with professionals you trust, and understand that a monthly subscription is not a substitute for staying informed. Let's take a quick look at where the real estate market stands right now, because there's some genuinely good news here. Mortgage rates, well, I think I told you that yesterday, 5.94% according to OBMMI. Same as last week, or a little bit below last week, and still the lowest we've seen in years. And what's happening as a result? Mortgage applications for home purchases are at a 3-year high. Now, they're still well below pre-COVID letters, but the direction is right. Nationally, inventory came in at 1.223 million homes in January, near historic lows outside of COVID period. What does that mean for prices? As long as supply stays tight, home values are not going to drop significantly on a national level. Here in Southern California, the Los Angeles market sits at a market action index of 36, which means we're still in slight seller's market territory, but inventory is growing and price per square foot is starting to soften. For buyers who've been waiting on the sidelines, this combination is improving rates and shifting inventory, maybe the best window we've seen in almost a decade. I had a client recently who was paying for 2 different protection services and had no idea where either one actually covered. When we sat down and looked at the total picture, We found free county notification tools, already existing credit monitoring through their bank, and a couple of services that duplicated each other completely. And hey, don't forget about KeySteps. It does a lot of it as well. rsrlinks.com/keysteps. That's money that could have been directed into building equity into their actual household balance sheet. That's the strategic debt management mindset. Every dollar leaving your household should be working for you. If it isn't, we need to take a look at that. So here's my recommendation. Before you sign up for any protection, take a few minutes and understand what you already have. Check your county recorder's website, talk to your bank and monitoring services, and if you want to take a real strategic look at your household financial picture, where your money is going and where your equity stands, and whether your debt is working for you or against you, go to rsrlinks.com/keysteps, rsrlinks.com/keysteps. It's a simple tool that helps you get your financial house in order, and it's a great first step because protecting your home does not start with a monthly subscription. It starts with a plan. I am Ron Siegel, your certified liability advisor, helping families build wealth through strategic debt management. Thanks for listening to the Your Credit Matters segment, brought to you by rsrlinks.com/debt-free.